Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So as you can see, this is a lot different than my usual videos, and I actually thought of this idea and I wanted to create a video. But anyways, to get into the video, today you're looking at my wallpaper currently. As you can see, I have my little cursor. We are recording a video on my laptop, so there isn't actually any Reborns in this video, but we are going to start on my background with my 3 little babies. So this is my computer background, and I love this background. It was from this Valentine's Day. But anyways, to get into today's video, we are going to open up Instagram and go through some of my old Instagram posts from when I started my Instagram in 2020, I believe. So yeah, we're just going to get right into today's video. I'm going to open up Instagram here. So as you can see, kind of from the view that you guys are getting, I just have my Instagram up here. I have up above that, you can't see, it's just my username. But then this is what my Instagram looks like on my computer. It's a little different on my phone. It has my profile picture, here's my bio, and if you open my bio, you can also actually click these links that will bring you to my YouTube channel, my reborns.com link, and I'm not really sure, I set this up a little while back. The link tree, I'm not quite sure what that is. Then we have our highlights, and I have right here Reborns for sale highlights. I have a few posts in there. I don't want to go through all of them. Then I have my customer review. I think I have one thing in there. Yeah, important information, I don't have anything, but I created these little highlight things a little while back and I was excited about. Then I have my YouTube channel. Then I have Mr. Luca, Millie, and Oakley. So my whole entire collection. Going out of that, I have all of my posts. These are my recent ones. They're in order. Recents are on the top, so I'm actually just gonna scroll all the way down. For a while, there's a lot of pictures in here, and I don't think I've actually ever went through them since the beginning. I remember I used to be very up to date on posting on here, only because I didn't have my YouTube channel yet. And yeah, I remember these posts. Okay, so this is actually the beginning, and this little secret, this wasn't the very first post that I did. I had a few others just in this similar setup here, but this is only because these are the babies that I have left. And if you know, you know, these 2 babies actually are for sale. If you are interested in, oh, that's weird, this is random pop-up from my phone gives me those pop-ups, but I didn't realize that. Okay, anyways, I've never opened Instagram on here, but yeah, we're just gonna start on here. Whoops, I just liked my own post. See, I don't know what I'm doing. That is funny. But this is just a very old post. This is from, let's see here if I can find it. I believe it's May 30th, 2022. I'm not exactly sure, but that sounds about right. Because I started my Instagram in 2022. I don't know exactly what month, but I did because I wanted to post it and be there for the community. But this was my first silicone reborn ever. This was Paisley Bryn, and she was actually I have all of her stuff here. Whoops. Paisley Bryn, she's for sale right now. Paisley was my first full body silicone. She is a bald silicone reborn. Paisley is roughly 17 inches long and wears preemie clothes. My favorite thing about Paisley is that she's a full body silicone because I can bathe her and powder her to smell like a real baby. I purchased Paisley in November of 2022 from eBay as a boo-boo baby, but she is perfect. Paisley's birthday is November 30th, 2020, and some of Paisley's nicknames are Paisy, Pei, Bryn, and Bryn. And then I just ended this comment with, I thank all of you wonderful people for welcoming me into this community and letting me introduce my babies. So yeah, this was just one of those very first posts that I created on Instagram. I just wanted to introduce my babies, and this was my current collection at the time, so this, as me at a young age, that's what I was doing, was creating these kind of posts, and I don't remember that, but that is okay. But yeah, this was just my little bio. I got a couple comments on all the likes. There wasn't a lot of likes, but there was a good majority of likes, I would say. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this. Next post was something very similar. This was my Zoe Ray. This was actually my first real reborn, it says up there in the bio. But she was one of my early babies too, and I remember taking these pictures. Actually, this was at my old house. We took those pictures, and I loved those pictures so much, but now I feel like those are nothing compared to the pictures that I have taken recently, because I've grown so much. But yeah, those are just some other pictures of her and my old collection. Like, I remember Finley. I got rid of Finley. There's Zoe in the middle, and this was Gracie. And then Zoe. I loved that outfit. I actually still have that outfit. Same with this one right here. And that one, I think. A lot of these outfits I still have because I held on to the outfits. But then again, it was Gracie, Zoe, and Finley, because those were my 3 main babies at the time. This was probably, like, if I had to guess, I got her in 2018. I remember that. She was my first silicone. Before then, I had an Amazon baby, and I shared that story on my YouTube channel. I'm sure I'll link it here. But then, like, she was my first reborn in 2018. So these pictures were probably from, like, 2019, 2020, maybe early 2020. Not exactly sure. It's been a while. These were the more recent because I took them to the park after we moved, I believe. So yeah, it's just a whole mix of pictures. And then over here, I have a bio, Zoe Ray. This baby is for sale right now. I just recently changed that because I forgot about it, and it still said that they were not for sale, but they are for sale now. And Zoe was my very first reborn. She's the Bella Kit by Bountiful Baby. She's roughly 17 and a half and wears preemie clothes, so she's another preemie. She's a bald asleep reborn. My favorite thing about her is probably her size. She fits in all these tiny little outfits and is so small in your arms. I purchased Zoe on eBay on March of 2018. Yep. Zoe's birthday is March 31st, 2018. So actually, that is today's date. You can't see because down here in the corner, I have the date. And the day that I'm recording this is actually Zoe's birthday. I didn't realize that. That's kind of fun. Anyways, some of Zoe's nicknames are Zozo, Zoe, and Ray, calling her by her middle name. And then again, I thank all of you wonderful people for welcoming me into this community and letting me introduce my babies. And then I just did some takes. Again, I don't know exactly. I had some comments, and like I said on YouTube, I try to answer as many comments as I can. So I did answer a few comments here. But yeah, those are just people, and then likes. Again, nothing major, but that's all for this post, actually. Okay, so next post is Zoe, and I feel like I did a lot of like role play type pictures through my Instagram when I first started it, and so that I don't really do anymore. I, for the life of me, cannot keep up with Instagram anymore, but yeah, so this post just says, bedtime with Zoe Ray, good night moon, good night sun, good night everyone, and then just emojis. I love putting in my emojis. And then, okay, these were just the pictures with her. Not the best quality, but hey, don't come at me for it. It was 3 years ago now. Next post, I love this outfit on her. I actually still have this outfit, and I loved this picture too. And the bio just says, Paisley spent a beautiful day outside today. That smile makes my day, because she has like her little smile. And this is my silicone that I took outside and just took some pictures. She was laying in the grass on her blanket. And yeah. Next picture. Okay, this was Maisie. Oh, I just realized I got the name mixed up here. Oopsies. So it says, getting Paisley ready for the day. Outfit of the day. Hope everyone has a good weekend. And I just have the outfit. Silicone again. This was my second full body silicone. Her name was Maisie, and she was also kind of like a boo-boo baby, I guess. I just recently got rid of her within the last year here, but she had like silicone body and all silicone, so she was a full body silicone, but she had paint peeling, and so I ended up getting rid of her, and she found a new mom just this past year actually. But yeah, that's that post. And this, like I said, was Maisie, not Paisley. Paisley was the other silicone, but I just realized that now. And moving into the next post, you can kind of see like Maisie was my favorited baby at the time, I guess, if you want to put it that way. She was the baby that I took the most pictures with. I probably held her the most too. She just was the one that I seemed to bond the most with at the time. And so here in this post, I love this outfit. Another outfit I still have. It's actually newborn. And it says OOTD, and it has a unicorn. I currently have a unicorn obsession, and I love this outfit on Maisie Jo because she has her unicorn blanket, her unicorn outfit. She just was going all out unicorns. And it says, P.S. Sorry for not posting much lately. Last week I took a break, but I'm back and I'm going to try my best to post more of this pretty girl. Happy Sunday, everyone. Have a great day. So yeah, I just tried to stay up to date with my post, and lately I have not been doing a good job. Next, I have Maisie Jo again, and it says, tonight I decided to go with Winnie the Pooh theme for bedtime. Maisie Jo says good night to the world. And she has her two Pooh stuffies. She has Pooh Bear and Piglet, and then her blanket she came with, I believe, was this blanket, and it had little Pooh on it, and then she came in this yellow sleeper, so I just went with the Pooh Bear theme. Here she is again, just pooing it up in here. Next, like I said, it just is all Miss Maisie. I think that was kind of in the time where I started listing babies for sale, so I feel like a lot of them I didn't play with much anymore. I didn't hold as much and change anymore, so I kind of just stuck with Maisie as my primary baby. But in this post it says, happy Friday everyone. I took Maisie and Charlie outside. It was so beautiful out. I got the cutest swimsuit for my little girl, and I tried it on my baby girl. So here she is, I think she's laying in the stroller. I remember this picture. She always has hair on her. Maybe that's her paint peeling, but she always had hair on her because she was sticky. But I was scared to give her a bath and change her because she had her paint peeling and she had her imperfections. But anyways, she was just laying in the stroller with her sun hat in the sun, soaking it up. And oops, that was wrong button. This arrow, yeah, so there's her swimsuit, and I loved that. I actually was terrified to put her in the pool because I didn't know if you could put her in the pool. So, because we have a chlorine pool, so this is our chlorine pool, and then I took like an inflatable that had a closed bottom and put her in the inflatable, but took pictures in the pool. So yeah, it was kind of my way working it around. But anyways, yep, see, as you can see, here's the sloth. She looks so tiny compared to the sloth, and it's kind of funny. And then here's her after the pool, just wrapped in her blanket and her little passy. And again, Charlotte, her nickname was Charlie, was back there. She was my counterfeit toddler of Ariana, and I got rid of her as fast as I could, knowing that she was a scam. Next, we have the 4th of July. It says, Happy 4th of July, everyone, from Babies of Bella Boo's Reborn Nursery. Okay, so funny story about that actually. Bella Boo's Reborn Nursery was my old Reborn name before I changed it to Belle's Reborns. My YouTube followers here on YouTube actually would not know that because I did not change my YouTube channel name when I started my YouTube channel. I just started it with Belle's Reborns. But the reasoning behind changing the name, one was because nobody could really pronounce it. I heard a bunch of random names and no one could really pronounce that well. And also, if you know, you know, on YouTube here there is a Bella Boo's Reborn channel. I'm not exactly sure how it goes exactly, but I felt like that name was just kind of copying her and I didn't want to take her spotlight. And so I changed it to just something more simple, and I felt like it was easy. Belle's Reborns was just what I went with. So yeah, that was the little story behind that. But it's been Belle's Reborns since I started my YouTube channel, and I started it back in 2023, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, yeah, there's that story. My next post, I have another picture that I really like. I love this picture, and it just says, OOTD, I love this outfit on her. It's so simple, but I'm in love with the gray with the white hearts. Is it just me, or do others find it so relaxing when dressing their reborns in cute little outfits? Like I said, it just was my way of communicating with you guys, so this was a simple post, and I just like to connect with you guys through Instagram. So then I have that, and I have that, and I think again I still have that outfit. I know I have that pacifier still. I think that's cute. Next, okay, that's going back. I figured out how to change it, so we're gonna go this way. Next, I have this outfit, and it says OOTD, happy Sunday everyone. I hope everyone is having a good week. Today is Maisie Joe is just chilling. Thank you to each and every one of my followers. I'm so thankful to have this community where I can share my beautiful babies with people just like me who enjoy babies as much as me. And I just kind of shared that, and another picture of Maisie in her little, like, going back here, yay onesie, and I love that onesie. It's so cute. But she just was always chilling and relaxed, and I loved the baby bows on her. It was one of my favorite things to do. And she actually took modified passy, but sometimes she took a full passy. This one I think was modified. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so we're back. Sorry guys, I just have to record this in sections so it doesn't get too long. I might make this into a 2-part video depending on how long it is, but we're getting there. Anyways, going back to this post right here, actually, this was a proud achievement in my Instagram days, I should say. It was reaching 100 followers on Instagram, and I feel like, yeah, July of 2022. I think it started in March, so it was fun to kind of just gain that followers over time, and it was just one of those small but proud accomplishments now looking back, because I think I'm at like 2,000. I might be wrong. I'm not exactly sure. But the bio just says, thank you guys. It truly does mean a lot to me. 2 months ago when I started, oh, there we go. Answer, problem solved. 2 months ago when I started this account, I would have never thought I would be this far today. But it's all with the help of you all. I started this account because I wanted to find people in this world who enjoyed the same things as me, and you guys helped me with that, with just that. You are all so appreciated. It means a lot. I cannot wait to continue to grow with everyone in this community and meet new people along the way. Thank you all for making it a wonderful place for me to share my reborns. So that was just kind of a thank you to you guys, and I just, again, thank you. I also want to just take a second and say thank you for getting me where I am today, because we've even stepped another step further, and I just am so thankful and happy with where I am right now, with all of my Instagram followers and my YouTube followers. We just actually reached 1.8 1,000 subscribers, so I was super happy about that. And thank you guys to all of you who have been here along the journey.